Testing. Good evening. Okay. That was weird. It's been doing that. I don't know what's up. Testing. Testing. All right, it's coming through. That's good. What's up, everybody? My name's Cole. It's time to get started. We're gonna start our new project today. I have got most of my game design document created for it, so I have at least an idea of where I want to go with this. But there's plenty to figure out still. I hear ya. Good. What you don't see is this. So I've got a few things ahead of me. Namely, I've got the main room built. Right now, we're just gonna, I gotta make sure this worked, and I think it did. Good. Part of me wants to make it a little bigger. I made a 64 by 64 block. This is my first chip, by the way. This is the first thing I built in a sprite before the project started for the game jam. I just gotta decide if I want it to be this size or if I want it to be bigger, and I think I might make it bigger. But we have a working ship that apparently goes out of bounds. I gotta fix that. Okay. But at the very least, Project Zero is starting. For those of you who don't know what it is, don't worry. I kind of don't know what it is. I have some general idea what it is or what it could be, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. The main idea is I wanted to build a shmup as my first thing because shmups are simple, at least in concept, and I feel like it's a good idea to go for it. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna see how it goes from there. Joe Fox Hollow, I hope you're doing well. Welcome in tonight. Yeah, that's the plan, is to give it a tackle and give it a go. But first and foremost, I've got to take care of building things to put on the screen, and that'll help me to visualize what's going where. I think I'm actually going to tune this to be like 7. It's fast, it's a little too fast, but it's also dependent on the size of the object on the screen. So game dev, yeah, I'm excited to do some work. Let me make the new sprite. Let me make the full sprite 128 by 128. I think right now one of the main things I'm gonna have to figure out and how to tackle is camera size, working with regardless of sprite sizes to make it all look okay. But more than anything, I've just got to figure out what I want to draw and animating it all together. So I know how to make a ship, but can I make the ship better? And that's why I have this up. It's like, can I make a better version of this same thing? More detailed, more looking like a full fleshed out thing. We'll see how it goes. And I also need to make a new folder. Project Zero is its code name. I don't know what it's going to be, but because it's my first project, Project Zero is its name. It makes sense. A lot of this right now is going to be me honestly kind of blankly staring at the screen until I get some ideas and roll with them. But I think, let's see, where did I start off? I probably started off at the body. Yeah, I think that's the most sense. So let's see. Hold on, hold on. Hold the phone. You found it from Sprite. No, definitely not what I want for that. I think I'm just gonna do this. Delete those. Okay. That'll help. Just to give me an idea of where to go with all this and colors I can use, I also need to grab kind of a pink, darker pink, and then yellow's a color that we use. We're gonna use green. These three are going to be sketch colors so that I can tell what I'm doing where and see what's going on. So I can make it this angle. Actually, given everything, I might not need to set an image angle on this, because the image angle is from the asteroids tutorial, if you remember, Joe. I learned how to set an angle or a variable so the angle is always pointing up. So when I have my asteroids game going, my ship points straight forward like it does in the original asteroids game. And it still does all the things, but instead of it being straight, the image angle starts at 90 degrees. But with this, I probably could just have a default without needing the image angle, which would be big help, honestly. So this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go, I'm gonna grab this same idea. I mean, I already have it right here, so I'm gonna keep it in mind somehow. Can I like drag it off? No. Oh, I can do that. View grid settings. $255, so 227 is half. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you'll also forgive me, Joe. My game dev for today is literally going to be drawing. What a shock! I draw. So I'm going to go focus on that first and kind of build in as I go. Because I want to be able to put an object on screen. It's a thing that helps me visualize. Is okay, this is my ship. What does it do next? But obviously I don't want to make this my ship. I want to make the same ship, but better. That's a pencil. That does not help me. What I can do... That's centered. It's the coloring of the grid. I'm like, I can't tell if it's exactly the same, but it's because it's the same principle as like why wearing white makes you look big and black makes you look slim. Darker colors make things look tighter. Brighter colors make things look larger. I should probably learn why that's the case one day. For right now, I don't know. Also, I could have sworn there was a way to change the square colors so that this would be easier. Properties, nope. In this? Nope. Where is that setting? This is gonna... See, here's the other thing. I just saw this and found it the other day. I was like, oh, that would have been helpful for the entire time I was making all this. And now I can't remember where I found it. Background, there it is. Checkered background. Cancel. Okay. That's fine. We'll make do. So my first concern right now is this is really wide. To be able to include any forms of wings and such, it's really wide. So what I'm gonna do... I need to actually turn this off. This is why we sketch. This is exactly why we sketch. Have things like cannons that do not attach into the wings. They're not turbines. You still, I guess. Some of the ideas from these can help with like an idea of how attachments to it, but I want to make sure also that'll look better. I am gonna add to the body. Why is that a thing? Why? So if I turn it too far this way, you can still hear it. Oh, there's something wrong with the cable. That's what it's gonna mean. Ugh. That's not good. There's a short in it. Well, hello again. Didn't realize the audio had gone out again. I've been talking and sad about it, and sorry for leaving y'all hanging. Definitely was not the intention, I'll tell you that. Well, so what I've been talking about is developing the next parts, which is going to be the engines and the jet. I need to also redo the forewings so they look a little more appropriate to the ship. I think I'll make them a little further down, closer to like the secondary body, and a little less pointy-eared. I think out of respect for each other, they aren't that mean to each other. The elf and the dwarf on this team. But doesn't mean it has to be all good. Oh. Cannons, let's erase all this. I'm genuinely so sorry. My mic has been having hella issues, and that's a little rough, honestly. It's a little rough. Okay. That looks a lot better. Still is like a frontal wing, but it's not pointy. It still it would help with some maneuverability. Probably better not to have them there, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. So next it's engines. Engines were the lowest on this thing. So we'll go ahead and do these in dark green. they're gonna attach near this secondary body position, probably on the lower side, so I want it right around there, and then I'm gonna actually squish these. We do one more squish, but a lot nicer. Okay, at start in 1 minute. I'm sorry again, chat, that the mic kept dropping, but we'll get this going. But I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Be back shortly afterwards, and we'll see you there. All right. Okay, it's still working. That's good. I don't know what's causing it, chat. It's driving me crazy. Okay. Let's make this smaller. Okay, hold on. Now let me do vertical flip with this. Yes. Or not vertical, horizontal flip. I just have to deselect that. Okay. I think that'll be fine. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this down by 1. Erase the corners. Actually, no. I'm gonna just do this. Well, no. I do need to delete it. Okay. Woo! Nothing to copy. Hold on. Okay. Then we'll flip these vertically. Now, the only real concern is they're a little small, are they? To be full-on engines for this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead, still flip this vertically. I guess given the body, it's also a little too big. Oh, this is rough. I might just stay with somewhat unrealistic expectations because it is still just a shmup. It doesn't even be super accurate. What I could do is include a third. Have the 3 there. Actually, that's not a horrible idea. Okay. Let's include a third. I could do it like this. Hold on. I erred. I'm still gonna copy that and we'll flip it. Hey Rhoda, welcome in tonight. I have one last idea. Hold on. I can actually make this go back here. I'm gonna make one big one right in the back. But yeah, how are you doing tonight, Rona? I apologize if we were talking and I cut out. Let me know. My mic has been acting foolishly lately. Kind of incredibly slow, but as in not busy, but fast. So like a decently paced day, you know? I've learned that having decently paced days at any job are kind of nice. Where it's like, well, I was busy all day, but I didn't feel like it was hectic. Always made the days feel better. I'm doing well. We're starting work on a new project called Project Zero. I should see if I can share this so you all can track progress alongside. Project Zero is going to be my personal homage to the Star Fox series, but in 2D. Let's make a new command, shall we? Adcom Project Zero. That meant okay, so not like an occupied day that went by quickly, but okay. Is there no way I can make an abbreviated version of this? Link, Google. Seriously. The day just going by on fast forward. Yeah, I still will say that my favorite days at any job that I've been at have been the days that were busy but not killer busy. The steady flow. I'll have to make a better link of that later. See if I can hyperlink to here. But yeah, no, so last night I decided to make my game design documents a blueprint of this project, Project Zero, which today is, or like I ended today by getting most of it written out and making a ship. So tonight's main goal is to make the ship bigger and more alive, as well as to develop some environment for it. But for right now, we know that this is working because ship flies. And so I'm gonna do what I can to make ship cooler, still make it fly, and make it have a place to fly in. We'll see how that goes. We've taken about an hour to develop the sketch for the ship so far. The hard part is not the sketch, it's the details. So we'll see how that goes. But it's been going okay. I, for one, am having a good time. I don't know about chat, but I, for one, am having a good time. So right now I'm putting in the engines. Everything you see right now as the color is a sketch. It's not final product colors. We'll see how we do with that later. But I wanted to follow my original sprite and make it more fleshed out, more unique as a character. Because it's Star Fox homage. I need characters to banter and have unique ships that pertain to them, and the character is told by the ship essentially. So having aspects of what the character will be on it while still holding to the idea of a shmup or spaceship. So that's what we've got right here. And this is just the sketch process right now. Nothing here is gonna be final. Even some of the sketch areas are gonna be different than what they are right now. This is code for me being lazy. I don't want to have to draw all that. Okay, but yeah, that's the idea. So today, oh, Afterwings, thank you. I was like, excuse me? Otherwise, pretty calm, pretty nice here. We've been sitting and seeing how comments are going on our Game Jam product. They are doing really well, given everything. We're very impressed and pleased thus far, and the response is, well, it can only go up from here. Megalovania. It's a solid song. Always will be. Even though I died listening to it about 1 billion times. Still, a song haunts me. Are you in Homestuck at all? Because that might be why. Okay, so we need to put the cockpit in, and then I think that's it. I think if that's the case, let me make the dorsals a little cooler. Yeah, no, I'm actually in that same category. I only actually know of its existence because of my wife. I blame her for it. She knows I blame her for it. I was free of that knowledge until she tried sharing it with me. actually make this just so it's easier to see blue. Okay. Weird people are. She really is in the Homestuck world. I can't go on my own Tumblr because I follow her and have there are days where I go like, somebody was enjoying Homestuck today. Some of the lore is kind of fun to listen to. I'll give her that, but I'm just like, I'm good. Please don't share more than I already know. I'm okay knowing that Betty Crocker is the center of all evil, and we'll leave it there. More Undertale. Okay, so cockpit next, which is topmost. And then jets, and that's it? Yeah, I think that's it after that. So actually do not want this. It's gonna be a little different. So the one I have up here is, you know, this large oval. We're still gonna make it somewhat of an oval, but I do want it to start like right here. Ooh, hold on. Here. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I have ideas. It needs to be this. Make it more rounded if I do that. Nah, really. Okay. Help me, nothing else. Okay. And then that. Okay. Bear with me here, chat. So the way this is gonna work is we're gonna do a wand here. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab all this. I don't have another yellow, so I'm gonna actually use yellow here instead. And I will add the darker yellow in the middle of all this. Nope, hold on. Hold it. Hold it. I'm gonna make this rounder. And then last but not least, we're gonna extend it. There we go. Okay. That looks cool. I actually really like that. Now that we've done all this, I'm actually not gonna do jets till the very end because they're gonna be their own colors, and well, I should do jets. Fine. Fine, Cole, fine. You win. Main thing though is, what do they look like here? So circles almost, but cut off. Actually don't have as much room. So this one I think I'll make different than these. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make these ones long. And then I'm gonna go ahead and flatten it a little bit. As I hope you guys don't mind me kind of talking this out as well, by the way. I know for at least Rona, she does not mind it at all. But for those of you that are here, like, I talk everything out. And, like, unforgivingly so. Which means actually for the engines, I need to do this. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then for the other jet, we're gonna actually have it be wide. But short to start off. Okay. So in this blasts, this will extend and go back. These will stay the same size but get wide, like same height but get wider. This will be almost like, I don't know, these are almost like nacelles, you know? Side engines that'll kind of keep it steady and such based on how it's turning, but this is the main power. Does that make sense? Anybody that feels like rubber ducking back, that's fine. But I think that makes sense. Where they're there's like steadying things. I think I'll mess with them as like animations while we're going through. But this is the main source of like boost and movement and such, right? It's like as base propulsion goes, like again, it'll get a little taller and such as it's moving. Maybe and I'm planning on adding like a somewhat like of a boost function. This will go really like this will peak and spike, but these will just stay wide on a boost. Again, to stabilize this. Honestly, I think that makes sense. Also, Rhoda, I know you said I have to make sure I read that right. You finished your D&D session. Okay. Very nice. Very, very nice. It's like a live action podcast. Interesting. I would never have considered it that way. I don't know if I've talked about this. So growing up, I think I was, oh gosh, was I like 10, maybe 11? One summer I was grounded from watching TV for the rest of the summer. So I spent the rest of it kind of in my bedroom playing with Legos, and I gained an appreciation for radio. And I got used to listening to radio DJs and their voices and such. And I honestly, part of what I think drew me to Twitch it's a very similar experience in the long run, right? Except with it not being just music, it's a little bit of everything with video games and somebody chatting and such, talking about things, especially with chat and whatnot. I do not want this song. It's gone. I don't want this song either. I need more. Where's... Okay, that's fine, but I need all my guitar songs to start showing up. Sorry, I will be right with you, chat. This is very important. But seriously, like, one of the things I would have loved to do if I was, talented and tried being in it better would have been a radio DJ. Now, that being said, most of it is like run by iHeartRadio these days, and they're gross. We don't like them. They run actual DJs out of business to do pointless amounts of the same 5 songs and whatnot. But hearing this is like a live action podcast would be the same to me as like saying like it's like a live action radio show. You're hearing it as it's happening, and you're hearing the conversations and thought processes. So that is meant to say that's a really big compliment to me, and I really appreciate that. Group, okay. All right. So But I'm glad that's something that you enjoy, Rona. And I hope others that come in also feel the same, where it's like they like listening to this because it's like listening to that maybe not daytime radio show. Sometimes it was like during traffic shows or like early morning shows, or even some of the later night stuff that was meant to be calming and soothing, to help people fall asleep. Because that'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be cool. So I'm already having an idea on things I want to add on to the sketch. So up around here, you guys can't see the mouse. Up around here, I think I'm gonna make it a little thicker and add in kind of a shade, because again, I want this to be kind of part of the body, but also feeds in a bit to here. So why not have it be kind of feeding into the nacelle? I think that's not a bad idea. So it's got some air passage to go through, or like an exhaust of sorts, a reverse exhaust, so it's sucking in air. So a turbine, that's what it is. So a turbine that works with the nacelle to create more balance based on the air going through. I will probably kind of pull this down on this edge as well, so it's covering up the wing. But I think, what do I start with? Do I start with the body again? There we go. Ow. I save this real quick. I'm gonna close these, don't save. Sorry, there's a reason for this. Rename. Idle. So I'm gonna make a different animation set of this moving left and right, and then I'm gonna make a couple others, but I need this to be the base. I'm also kind of thinking through body and whatnot right now. So dwarf designed ship. A dwarf designed a spaceship for an elf to fly. What colors is it gonna use? Is it gonna use browns and greens like a wood elf, or is it gonna use because the highlight color, the main central colors, are going to be reflective of what we kind of go with from there. I need to avoid dark colors, but I need to also desaturate them regardless of what they are. My stomach's kind of dropping the base. I'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a bit. I'll throw the ads up now because I don't know how long it's gonna take. So hopefully this delays some of the ads, and we'll see how long it takes. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Also, hello, I'm back. Thank you for waiting, chat. I am so sorry. Base dropping may not be done yet, but for right now, we're back. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm gonna find a forest green. See if I'm gonna desaturate it by a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do forest green, and I'm gonna actually make a layer for these so I can kind of paint them out and see them. Okay, forest green. I think white silver is fine. I have steel color. Go with this. We're gonna drop the lighting on it. We do 3 main colors, so because that's not gonna include things like metals like the cannons or engines, but 3 main character colors: a highlight, a secondary, and a tertiary. I'm thinking I need, so there's a dark, there's a light. I need probably another dark-ish color, somewhere in between. I just don't know what a good tertiary is being. I'm thinking like yellow or kind of like an orangish gold, but then I have silver and gold in it, and I don't know if I like that. I guess for like a highlight that actually isn't horrible, use the gold as a highlight on dark green areas. Okay, let me get a good gold hex code. I like this one. Okay. Can add that, but I'm gonna double check. So it's right here. If I do a slight desaturation, how does it look? The only Rona, I know you're here. My only concern, this should look like a theme from another game, and that's why I'm like a color code from a different game, because there's specific things in it that look specifically in this color pool, at least when they originally made it. Now that's a little more broad, but is my ship part of the Iron Banner? That's my concern. The only other thing is that green might be a little hard to see. So let me at least get this one. Increase saturation by a bit. It is just brighter enough. Let me get this color. Move the hue up this direction and add that. It's almost military green. Like a muddy green. Let's go with it for now. Let's see how these do, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna actually make the main body still silver. I think it's a solid idea. Of course we haven't seen anything. We're avoiding it, honey bunches. We don't want to see nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it silver, which we're gonna do We're gonna grab this. We're gonna switch this back to that brush. This is gonna be 4. Get the color for it. Should be this. Yeah. Okay, and then last but not least, I think we're gonna start at this screen. And I'm still gonna desaturate it one more time, because I have a huge concern over being able to see it over dark backgrounds. There we go. Desaturating that helped quite a bit. I'm gonna grab this, go to here, and drop it a color. Okay. Now, the nice thing with this is now that I have a middle color and kind of some ranges, I can go through and adapt kind of the range of color for it, but hopefully I won't need to. So we're gonna do body first. And we're gonna focus mostly on this color. This can be so annoying. Pretty sure I spelled palette right for the first time in all of creation. Yep, I did it. Congrats, me. So good at this. Okay. So what I wanted to do, let's do body parts next. Let's do body part next. That'll help with this. So I want it to be broader here. I could probably hide most of this here, but I could definitely add some broadness. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna set it to a line instead. Okay, this is where having this is helpful, because then I can add this, and this is honestly for me and nothing else. So now I can do this. I wonder. There's a lot of like detail that just does not matter if that's the case. Just a little sad. It happens though, but like, oh, it could have more. Yeah, we can adapt this as we need. I don't mind that. I'm just gonna be a little sad that there could be more to this. Okay, I am gonna actually make this more like this. And then this needs to go like that. Okay. The other thing is this actually needs to go and be a different color because it's going to be. So we're going to have light source come from, and we're going to do this in the background just so I can. Kind of from this direction. So brighter things need to be on this side. This side gets more shading. Something should be completely in shadow the further away they are, as well as where something might be blocking the light. So this will still be a lot of it. There's gonna be some blockage right here due to dorsal fins. Same with right here. These should receive little to no light. They'll still have degrees of it, but little to none. This cannon should get a lot. This wing should not. Just stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab this body part. That sounded horrible. I'm gonna just grab this body part. It's no big deal, guys. What I should do. Okay, hold on. Is get a lighter variant of this same color. Either this is where I use some of that gold to kind of make the underbody be different, but I don't think so. I think I need to use it as sparingly as possible. Okay. Whoop. Not the same color, just trying to be careful on my color chart here. Technically different, can be hard to tell. Okay. So next is wings. Can go ahead and remove that. Okay. We're gonna do aft wings first. Making these just a little skinnier. Oh, I forgot this was on this playlist. Okay, this does need to be a darker color. Just because it is not as close to the light, so it's going to be that way. Then Wait, nope, 4 wings. These are the front. This is the lightest of it? Okay. Shading by desaturating is not enough. We're gonna have to do it like this. I just gotta make sure it's not too close to this color. So I'm gonna do like here. So set that plus this. Yeah. I'm doing this. I think this will work better. Yeah. Okay, I need to go through this process again, so we're gonna desaturate it, get, and then this. Okay. And then to kind of make this look just a little better, we're gonna clip those. I also can turn this down. Okay. Okay. I think the cockpit color can actually stays like blue. I think these colors of blue are fine up here. I just want to make sure I match that that shape, because it's cool. I like this shape. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do a lot of non-detailed stuff currently, just so I can get the main gist of stuff. But like, I think what I'll do to kind of keep this looking like a cockpit, I'm gonna probably draw some framework on it. Also having a thought. I know it's dangerous, chat. Cole's having a thought. Can I group this stuff? Actually, I don't want to group that, so we're gonna group these. Okay. Because I don't need as much room as I thought I did. I'm gonna move these down here. That's about as much room as I want to give this for a burst. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. What I'm gonna do next is actually adapt this body to be skinnier up here. Do that. We're gonna lock this and not show it. Okay. Sorry, still trying to just figure out what else I want to make this look like. And I think right now my goal of making it look like a spaceship, I mean, it's there. It just doesn't feel very streamlined, but that might not be a horrible thing. It's a spaceship as well as a jet, so there's a couple things to figure out with it. I think I need to make the main body just a bit skinnier. And I'm talking just a bit skinnier. I think, like, that's about as far as I'm willing to go. Okay. I think doing this allows me the ability to make the body, like, undersection a little more meaningful. Make this just... Well, actually, that might be fine, because it's still just enough there to look like a ventilation. Like a turbine of sorts. Oh, I guess I need to drink some water. It's getting erased, and why? Why is this erasing? Oh. It's not getting erased. I understand now. Okay. That had me actually freaked out from him. I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Clearly I did not understand what was going on because it was fine. Okay. So I'm actually going to adapt the wings a bit more. I think now that I have more of an idea of what I need it to look like, the wings actually do need to be fairly sizable. Okay, so this is color. So in order to keep with that, I need the wings to still kind of go sharply. And I can actually make it more broad right here. Oh gosh. That? Okay. I'm gonna chisel this a little. Try to make it. It won't. What if I don't and I just do this? Let's see how it goes. Let's put on both sides, see how it works. I can kind of get behind this. I almost, with that being the case, the forewings are almost too much. Because we still need the dorsals. Maybe I make them dorsal-like and make it more the skinny, pointy? Let's do this first. I have made a huge mistake. Okay. And it's right here. Nope. Okay. Except I don't want it to do that because... There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I can... Nope, come here. Get rid of this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And then we can get this, this. Oh, okay. It's barely a change, which is a little weird. We're gonna do this color. Okay, and then this for this wing. Gonna hide this real quick. Yeah, so I could definitely... This is a little long, but I could definitely make the aft wings way shorter. Like, I'm gonna cut this off right there. Except that didn't delete anything. Can we try that again? Still didn't delete anything. Why are we not deleting anything? Because I selected the four wings on the aft. You know what? It's fine. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab this color. And looking at the dorsals, okay. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah. No. Hold on. Close. Not specific. Not good enough. That. They're not as big, which is fine. Desaturate it and drop it a tone. Okay. Okay, that is looking better for me personally. I think if anything, I'll scrap the forewings. It's gonna depend on how I can make the dorsals look, which I think I'll just go ahead and do next since it's another green element. And we'll go from there. Because the dorsals need to be around this area. Ooh. Oh, I'm tired, chat. I am tired. It's a lot of work sometimes making something look, decent. I think if anything for the forewings, I'm gonna drop them just a bit more. Yeah, that'll be fine. I think that'll be totally fine there. So why don't we go ahead and add dorsals? They're gonna be the same color. Gonna start it here, go like this. Okay. Just getting worse. We're gonna keep rolling with it, see how it goes. Okay, the dorsals helped. Next, it's probably cannons. Yeah, cannons next. Which I could now more than likely tone them back. But the cannon colors are also different than this normal palette, so we're gonna go like this. Cannon needs to be below everything except jets and engines, so it's going all the way down here. I'm gonna hide the forewings so it's easier to see this. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna do this a little bit further. Not too much more. And then this third line is gonna be its end, and I'm gonna note that by this. I'm actually gonna color this one in this color so it's a little brighter. But the insides are gonna look the same color. So I'm gonna go ahead Okay. So, engines and jets next. The cannons actually did not come out poorly. Pretty happy about that. If anything, hold on. If anything, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Okay. So next thing on the list is the engines, which I actually think I am straight up just gonna dupe. I think they work just fine. Same with the jets, because those are things that I won't be able to do a lot of detail on. I'll do some detail, try to make like some like scorch marks and such on them, but like it's only gonna get so much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm unlocking this. And they're actually share the same color scheme as these. So that makes that really helpful. With the exception of this. We're gonna have to do a half and half no matter what on this. Okay, and then dark color is still dark color. Except for my own sake, I'm doing this just so it looks good. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did up there. Okay. And then it's just jets, which again, I'm just gonna duplicate again. Jets. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna deselect that. And for the sake of coloring, So these are going to be different than the ones I have in the original version. Or I'm actually going to do it like this, and this is going to need to be, oh, a blue flame palette. Okay. All right, let's start with this color. Okay, but for the sake of this, it will be this color. And then with that, I think that's the base colorization of this. I'm fairly positive about it. You can make a secondary background real quick just to make it dark so I can kind of see how things are going. I'm not gonna make it completely that color because that's not fun. We're gonna do this. I'm pretty happy with this so far. I think if I can make the silver more silvery, which is going to help with a lot more colors, and then as I add in the gold highlights and try, you know, the tertiary color to really highlight some of the areas, maybe add patterns and such, I think it'll look really good. I'm feeling pretty confident about this, if I'm gonna be, you know, so honest. But for now, I'm gonna save this. Ad starts in a minute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export it as a sprite. All visible layers, all layers. Export. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna throw it into this. And then I'm gonna go to the object. We're gonna change it. I do not need this angle. And we will, I'm gonna put this up, but since ads are about to begin, oh, it's a little big. Reason being is fair. Object player. Why is this locked? in an ad break right now, or it should be in a second, but I want to see if this works. I'd say that works. All right, see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, let's continue. So we have the ship. It's in Game Maker. I think the main next thing to do, obviously, is to detail this ship. I have one thing I want to try to do, and it's these aft wings. I want to make them... I think the angling is right. They're just so thick. I think that's the thing, is like, it's just so thick. So let me hide everything else. These just need to be skinnier. They really do. And there's like no other way to go about it other than saying it just needs to be skinnier. So we're gonna go like this, and I'm gonna start being pretty nefariously cutting this. For those of you that have been sitting here watching me kind of like muddle through all this, this is not too much different than how like making my Asthma theory went for me, where it was like, okay, I need to make this just a little fatter, or I need to make this just a little this and just a little that. It's work of perfection that I hate. but I love it too because it's kind of fun. It's already looking better. Let's make this like just a little more chiseled. If I add everything else back in, I think I need to do this and that. And then lastly, do I make it more angled? It's got a nice curve on it, which I'm actually really impressed by. Just from like how we're trying to move all this. Maybe internally it needs a sharper angle. That might be too much. Let's go like right here. That's looking better. I need to make the rest of it kind of fall in line. Oh, chat. It's just, it's a matter of pixels. And so then like the hard and nice thing is we have more space to work with than I did for pretty much all of the art for miasma theory, but it also means that there's more precision, more perfection is needed because you can see the full thing more. There's a lot less that like blends together and can kind of add to the personality. And see, now it just looks too skinny. For music, that works. I'm thinking I think I nuke it. We just ruined it all. No, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just I think I nuked the wings. Oh, we nuke it all, but I do think we nuked the wings. My palette. There you are. Okay. I'm gonna do something crazy. Hold. Hold. Okay, I know what I need to do. We're gonna still actually do this same angle here, but we need this to be further in. Might be too skinny. It's too skinny. Oh. It's so close. I need to put it like right here. And do like that, and then like this? No. Like that, and like this? No. Like that, and like this? Almost? Okay, I got an idea. This is such a painful process, chat. Again, it's just a matter of pixels every little step of the way. It's almost the same as the other. It's a little too round. Then I can actually, I think, chisel this up. Maybe. I don't dislike this. I don't dislike this at all. It's okay, it's giving me X-Wing vibes. That's why I don't dislike it. Okay. So if I do this and I flip it like that, It's still not bad. I am gonna flip this one more time. That's almost too much. Is it possible? I think part of my dilemma right now is I could technically make the area of this wider, and I might be able to mess with that to make it look, to add a bit of like more to the wing, but I don't think that's the answer, and I don't want to do that. I want to kind of keep it to this space specifically so that I can focus on having a set area that the player could be damaged in. Because right now it's this, right? So let's do this. I think I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna make the aft wings. I'm gonna move the cannons up. We're gonna move the cannons up. Let's see how far I can move them up before something is seen. Okay. What are the four wings? Sorry, chat. I'll get this right one day. I swear. I swears. I think I'm just gonna make it one solid wing. And we're gonna go like this. No. I think I've been conflicted about wings in my entire life. Yeah. All right. Let's look at some jet fighters real quick because I want to make a decision. I almost think the original wing design is the best one that I had so far. Largely just because I think it worked better for the ship itself. So let me... Let me leave it at this. I could put the 4 wings on and I think that'll be fine. I think for the design of the ship, this is okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. I've got a lot of things I would like to change, but I don't know if I should or if I can. Like, part of what I'm thinking is just to make this essentially a giant A, you know? But is that what I want to do? Is that really what I want to do? I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. It's such a weird conflict. And as I sit here wondering about it, I'm not getting anywhere. So it's just very, very confusing. And very unproductive. Oh, my wife must have gone to sleep because my cat's calling for me. I'll be right back. All right. My wife just went to bed, and Sophie took about 3 or 4 minutes to be like, I swear I'm all alone out here. Which is very on point for her. Okay, so wings are gonna stay. I think that's the decision, is wings are gonna stay as they are. And then if something else kind of comes to me, we'll go with that. Part of my thought process, it might just be because the rest of the body is still too big, which can be resolved, but I also don't want to push things in too much more. I think this looks really good for what it is, and having it look this way is fine. So the next things that come into play are going to be details. Details. That being said, we've been going for 3.5 hours. I might call it early today. Lots of brain power, lots of kitty that's gonna need attention very soon. Yep, she's already meowing again. It literally has been 10 minutes since my wife just went to bed. So this is kind of normal. She doesn't like when I have the door closed, but I keep it closed so I don't wake up wife. It's a real conflict of interest here. Yeah, I'll keep working on this off stream. We got this main sprite done, which is a good stepping stone. I wish I could include percentages on the progress document. So I'll go ahead and bring this over. Flashbang. Flashbang warning. It's bright. Add options. New option. We're gonna go. Can I change all the note columns? I edit this, is this? Okay. What kind of thing is that? What are these called? Menus? No. What is it called? I'd like to add it. Third. Chips are what they're called, huh? Okay. Drop down. New drop down. Add edit options. Okay. Move this up here for a 10%. %, 50, and we're gonna add a 60% and a 90%. This will be white, and this will be... I guess as we get closer, it should be more green. Design document is around 60% complete. Making this all now, I'm gonna say I'm at 25. I'm actually at 10% because I still need to make environment art and animation. Okay. And then with this, I have been productive enough that I am gonna leave this kind of hanging for now. My goal is to get most environmental art and player animation done by February 20th. And then all main cast art done by March 4th. Shortly after, we'll probably start setting dates for enemy designs, and I can move these around and see how it's going. But there's still plenty in front of us, and I'm aware of it, and there's not gonna be a small amount of gaming and testing going on. So for now, I'm gonna call it good on stream. Y'all have been great. Thank you for stopping by today. I believe we will host and raid, depending on if you're... Let's see who's live. I don't get to raid this guy anymore because he streams in the mornings. He's doing some charity stuff alongside Bungie called Game to Give. He's doing raids with people that sign up, and they're typically, well, not sign up, they're with his friends, and the faster they get this done, the better that they do. I don't know how it works. They're doing a raid-a-thon. That's all I got. They're doing a raid. Why don't you go ahead and say hi to him. I'll see you guys there. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Love all your faces. And as always, eyes up.